Yes.
And that's what it's all about, right?
It is absolutely what it's all about. And you know what? Look, we sit here and we like to talk about it. We love to talk about it. We should bring people on and like to talk about it more.
You think?
They like to talk about it more than we do.
So we so excited, and we've been rocking with this guy for a long time, and he's always been a good partner of ours from out the gun. He's the main guy. He gonna mention other people, but the main guy this weekend is Jeff Clyburn. Jeff, good morning. How you doing, my friend?
I am doing great. I am so happy that you guys are here for this special day.
Yes.
With the HBCU Invitational kicking off for the third year. I can't believe we're here and it's the third year. You guys were there when we announced it.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
We just appreciate your support throughout this.
The whole maturation process of how we got here, obviously you guys will make it bigger and better. And as a little twist, an additional twist this year, for the teams that participate. Talk about that a little bit.
Yes, I mean, we're a one-of-a-kind event, and we want to always continue to do that. There's no other event out there that has a collegiate event happening at the same time, at the same place as a PJ Tour event.
Yeah. Yep.
And so when we started thinking about, like, how do we make this better, and it was something that we saw, live and in person last year when we saw the teams had to, weather the rain.
Oh, yeah. I remember that,
some of the teams, have the gear, some of the teams don't have the gear. And as we talked about it, with our friends at the Black College Golf Coaches Association, our friends at the PJ Tour, is like, how can we continue to make this better? And one of the things is get additional funds to the schools.
Oh, man.
And so this year there's a $30,000 that is going to be available to the winners of the three different divisions. So $10,000 for the women's division, $10,000 for the Division I men, $10,000 for the Division II men, and it'll go to the winning team, and it's going to go directly to their golf operations.
Oh man, that's so cool. That's a great idea too, by the way.
Cool.
Yes.
We've had you on, like you said from the beginning when we were talking about it. A lot of people don't know the history of why you guys decided to do this, why you decided it was important to do it, and what was that process like? Because some people just think that, they've probably been doing this forever. But just talk about being intentional about the decision to do what you're doing.
No, I mean, we've been blessed with an incredible partner in SAS that, has, unbelievable values. They continue to be one of the best places to work at and for their employees, and they're focused on their, different employee, engagement groups.
Right.
And, we just on Tuesday had our 11th Women's Day. And so, and that's presented by Blue Cross NC.
Wow.
And so after, 3 years ago or 4 years ago, we were talking about, after a great Women's Day, like what do we do next?
Right.
What's next? And, we thought about, like, do we do a diversity conference like Women's Day? And Jen Chase, who's SAS's CMO, she said, absolutely not. She said, that doesn't make sense for us. Like, we're already doing a conference.
Yeah.
But see, I like that type of leadership where you say, that doesn't make sense.
Right.
And not be, not that you don't want to do something. Yeah. It's just, this doesn't make sense.
Yeah, we're going to do something that's more impactful than that. That's what you want.
Yeah, and from that clear direction, it was like, okay, if we know we want to do something, and if it's not that, what is it? And so we took that feedback away, and we started talking to the PJ Tour, Kenyatta Ramsey, who's kind of their player development, really focused on their diversity inclusion programs to get more minorities on the PJ Tour, more minorities in golf, through the APGA and other programs like that. And so, working with Kenyatta, he partnered us with the Black College Golf Coaches Association.
Oh, man.
And within, it was about 60 days after what would have been the 2021 SAS Championship, we had a presentation with Jen. She got Dr. Goodnight involved. He gave us the green light, and we've been off and running since then. But it's because of that.
That's
focus.
A nice green light.
It is. The green light. That's
a real green light.
But again, it's their culture, it's their values, and it just makes sense. And the partnership we've had since day one with Black College Golf Coaches Association and bringing such great programs here, and again, I use the word fledgling in a positive way. Like, these programs are still trying to find their way and trying to get great golf talent, and to be able to give a professional experience like this, coming to this campus and having a career day, coming out to SAS and their bus is parking next to, Bernard Long's car.
That is so cool,
That
man.
is very nice.
And by the fact, the actual players are coming in now, man, as we speak. We're talking to Jeff Clyburn, who's the guy without the gun, but actually involved in organizing this whole weekend. I'm so excited about it. So tell people particularly, and we're going to talk to more people today, but what's happening today over here on SAS? Talk about that, if you will.
So I'm going to talk about what's happening with the HBCU Invitational, but also we do still have a PGA Tour Champions event going on.
Do both.
So Invitational, they're here. We're going to do a career day. SAS is going to, tell these student athletes about careers in science, technology, engineering, and math. We've got LinkedIn here to help them rock their profile.
Really? They need to help me rock mine too. I need to talk to LinkedIn.
Look, when you leave, bring them over.
We'll get Tony over here to help you guys out. But so we've expanded Career Day to include more than just careers, focused at SAS. There'll be some networking afterwards.
That's great.
Then they're going to have an opportunity to have lunch with members of the executive leadership team from SAS.
That's great.
And then then it turns more to golf. And that's when they'll go out and do a practice round this afternoon, enjoy Food Truck Friday out at Prestonwood. Cool, and then it's 36 holes tomorrow. I am blown away. I think I've got 12 or 14 of the PGA Tour Champions guys. They're going to come and have dinner with them tomorrow night.
No way.
And then 18-hole championship on Sunday, and we'll give them trophies at 18th green when we crown the SAS championship winner for 2024.
That is so cool, right there. That alone is so cool.
Now, first of all, we expect nothing less than a top-notch event to be put together by SAS and you guys. But that is a phenomenal event you just laid out. That is a phenomenal event.
It is pretty good.
That's a conference like no other that you just laid out. A lot of people want to take part in, want to be a part of. But as I talk to you about this, being a part of this process from start to finish, what's probably been the one thing that surprised you the most about where you are right now?
I think it's hard to narrow it down to one thing, but the thing that I would say is just the appreciation by the coaches, the players. Like we keep saying, well, what can we do better? And they say it's already awesome. Well, that doesn't work for our mind because we always want to make it better. Yeah. But like just they're so appreciative. They're gentlemen and ladies their etiquette is what you want. I'll tell you a story about Saturday night. So we've had 5-6 players from our PGA Tour Champions field, and they've played either 36 or tried to play 36 in the rain last year. Yeah, and you would think they just want to get in and get out. Right. We have to kick them out because they want to get their pictures with the players. They keep asking questions, and they're just so engaged.
Oh, that's so cool, right there.
They're like a sponge. They want to soak as much of it in, and I think that's pretty cool.
It's nice though for the guys that play on the tour to come in, and then they get a chance to see what is the future of the sport that they're probably exiting. Yep. It's probably pretty special.
It is, and I mean, I'll give praise to like Kirk Triplett, who's one of our past champions, who's been to the dinner the last 2 years. He's all about this is the future. You've got to give people opportunity. Without getting the opportunity, you're never going to have that chance. Right. And, he's such a great ambassador of golf, but he's also such a great ambassador for just opportunity, inclusivity, giving people the opportunity.
And again, we talked to Jeff Clyburn, Octagon, of course, SAS is running this thing as well. You talk about the tour. Let's talk about the other championship that's going on too. Let's get into that right quick.
Yeah, so we will have first tee time today is 10:20, but prior to that, one of our new events this year is Folds of Honor Friday.
Okay.
Again, another program that we're engaging more of the community. So Folds of Honor is focused on either veterans that are disabled or fallen. In addition to first responders, providing scholarships. So that's where it ties back to SAS and education, providing scholarships to their families. And so we're it's Folds of Honor Friday. It's going to be an opening ceremony just before 10 o'clock. this morning. We're going to announce a $30,000 donation to to Folds of Honor, which will allow them to do 13 scholarships in this area to, again, both fallen and disabled military and first responder families.
I know that. It's like you being a veteran there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's near and dear to my heart to hear that that type of participation, because when it comes to being able to be a part, and I do consider this always to be a community type event, and it just always it's great to hear that exists and that type of intentionality is around support that you're giving. That's the thing one common theme that I hear, Jeff, that I hear you consistently talk about is how intentional, you and you guys with SAS are about the things that you do. And I think it shows up in just the way that it's presented, the way that it comes off, and the kind of support that you're getting.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a very focused plan. There's a lot going on this week. The other thing you'll love about the Folds of Honor Friday is, in addition to the opening ceremony, our pin flag at 18 today is going to be an American flag.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
And so
Very
as
nice.
the groups come up, the caddies will hand that flag to veteran members, first responders, some honorees from first Folds of Honor.
Yeah.
And because we don't want that flag to touch the ground.
Right.
Because normally caddy takes it out of the on the green, but that can't happen when it's the American flag.
That's exactly right.
I think that's going to be really cool on 18 today to see the groups come through and that American flag there.
Very nice. It's nice. We have some of the I call them student athletes.
Yeah.
Student athletes starting to come in now.
Man.
Miles Scott.
Man, see Miles Scott. I gotta get a picture with the Miles Scottish crew and send it to my mom because she's an alum and she's gonna go crazy. So I gotta make sure I get that done today.
Yep.
And Coach Smoot, of course, is a coach at Miles Scottish too. So there you go.
We got Prairie View A&M.
Yeah.
I mean, we got
HBCU.
Virginia Union in the building.
Yeah, we got it. I'm seeing Livingstone's in the building.
So it is.
Virginia Union is really.
Oh, my man. I'm sorry about that. Oh, no. Okay.
Okay. I see.
Coach want to make sure. Coach said, make sure you know who the champ is. The champ is in the building.
That's the spirit, Jeff, that I like about when all these people get together, and it's for a great. And you went through a laundry list of things that you guys are really advanced this tournament. And it's so cool, particularly when you talk about what you're doing with the student athletes, you're doing with the vets and things you talked about. That's a really good idea, man. I'm glad you guys are doing that.
No, it's all about the community. I mean, we tie back. We'll have given over $6 million over the history of the event to youth education focus initiatives. And YMCA of the Triangle has been our partner for the last 15 years. Really supporting their Y Learning program. We did pivot this year where instead of, really raising the focus this week on, programs and activities in our community,
there you go,
to really encourage people to support hurricane relief from Helene and our neighbors on the western side of the state. So we do encourage everybody to support there, and it's top of everybody's mind.
It is, man. You can't get so again. People can come out and watch. They started today. Talk about tickets or things like that.
So tickets at SASchampionship.com. You can get the full schedule. We got Food Truck Friday tonight. We got Fairway to Fun tonight. We got 5K tomorrow. Eventually on Sunday it is just golf. But a lot going on. We've got hospitality tickets in our porch and Mellow Mushroom Chill Club still available, so you can get the best seats. And we've got a beautiful forecast and incredible field. I mean, we've got 6 Golf Hall of Famers, including Broderick Harrington, who just went into the World Golf Hall of Fame earlier this summer down at Pinehurst. You've got Ernie Els, who's our 2020 winner.
He's
but
the
also,
baby. That's what I'm talking about.
And he's leading Schwab Cup this year. And, of course, we also have a great group of past champions like Bernard Longer, Colin Montgomery, and of course our defending champion Rod Pamplin.
Wow.
So,
now, Jeff, I'm a supporter of everything you do. I mean, everything you got to do. I can't do 5K. I can't do the
we can start it. Yeah. We can start it.
You know what?
We can be a starter for the 5K.
I'll be an honorary starter. I'll be an honorary starter. I'll come out.
We know your audience, know your abilities. We want to be wide and include everybody. So,
Look, so I mean, it's gonna be a great weekend, but look, I'm a pass on the 5K.
That's fair.
I'll pass on the 5K. But hey, I'll be a flag bearer. I'll come out and hold a flag on ATO.
Absolutely, that's what we need.
So I can come out and do that. But but man, it's just so much fun. I love the energy. I love the excitement. And being here, like you just said, being here from the start, from the beginning, and being here for the inception of it, and to see how it continues to grow, and all these smiles, all smiling faces, and how excited the SAS campus is to host them here is just what is phenomenal. Because we've been, as you can imagine, we've been around. We've seen quite a few events, and it's not always just inviting.
Yes, that's a good point.
It's not always just inviting.
Good point.
Appreciate you guys saying that.
Yeah, seriously.
We're very intentional.
You guys are intentional, and that's the operative word. I mean, this is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to do it. And K-Mac just mentioned, we definitely appreciate involving us.
And you're going to have fun, and you're going to like it. You're going to have fun, and you're going to like it. I'm just telling you now. You're going to like it.
I think you said it well. Like, you can feel it already as the teams start rolling in here. Like, just the energy.
Yeah.
Like, it's a different kind of energy. And I mean, I mentioned Women's Day earlier this week that we do with lacrosse of Blue Shield of North Carolina. That kind of sets the tone for the week. Like, we had 250, local women's leaders in that room. Yeah. Had a great presentation. I mean, tying back to what you guys do, we had Nina Kang. Along with Jenny Levy, who's been the long-time UNC women's lacrosse coach.
Yes, absolutely.
It was a great panel with them. But, like, it's how do you get more of the community involved? Right. How do you get them energized? How do we then bring them back to some of the pretty unique things we do, like HBCU Invitational, to help us support it and grow it and make it bigger and better each year?
I love it. I love it. That's all I can say. I love it.
Yeah. I mean, it's nothing wrong. Not one single thing wrong with this. What's going on? So the career part of this, in terms you talked about, that's golf going on. But with these students, they have an opportunity to expand, the network and really somewhat help define some of the things they may want to do later on. Talk about that.
Well, again, as we learned through the years, we this year asked them, okay, what's your major? What are your career interests? Of the 75 or so players that are going to be competing over the next few days, there's a few of them who have that dream to play professional golf. There's a few of them that have the dream to have a career in golf. Yeah. There's a lot of dreams of others. Other things. Business or exactly healthcare or things like that. And
technology.
That's where a career day like this at a company like SAS that is so focused on their employees to see the what ifs, to see the possibility. And that's what's so cool about today. And like, we've got a small program today that hopefully opens up their eyes a little bit. And we've got some great networking and some opportunities to have them engaged. But like, for them, it's also still about the golf. We want to showcase this and be able to bring awareness to this. But they want to get out there and compete. They want to have fun with the people that they know and their teammates, and we hope to give them a great canvas to paint from that perspective. But it is about the experience too.
Man, it's a wonderful experience. It's a wonderful day. Tell people one more time what they should expect to come out for the tournament as well as for the invitational. And I'm sure there's tickets still available, the opportunity still available. And also, people that are listening that would like to volunteer for next year, if it's not available for this year, tell them when they should get started and how they should look for those kind of opportunities.
All right, let me rattle it off real quick. SASChampionship.com. You can find everything from tickets to our schedule. Our gates open today at 9. Parking's for free at Bond Park. You get dropped off 50 feet from the first tee, and so it's probably the best experience from a golf perspective. I'm not sure any other tournaments dropping off.
Yeah, you're right about that.
I'm gonna say that's my kind of tournament.
And so tickets start at $30. Kids 17 and under are free. folks
awesome.
60 and older are free, courtesy of Blue Cross NC.
Oh, man.
First responders, military are free. So, again, trying to lean into that community aspect.
Man, yes.
Tomorrow and Sunday, gates open at 8 because HBCU Invitational starts at 8 o'clock tomorrow. They start at 8:30 on Sunday.
Okay.
Really want to encourage people to come out and not only consume the PGA Tour champions, legends, but come out and support these guys.
Right.
We've got a structure on their 18th hole that you can, get some shade,
That's
be able
right.
to sit down.
Yeah.
We added that last year. We made it even nicer this year to be able.
I was in it last year. I remember, yes.
So we come out and watch both events. Like, it's so easy to, hey, go watch HBCU for a few holes and a little bit, and then come back to PGA Tour champions. We'll tee off today at 10:20 for the I don't want to even say the main event, the older event.
Yeah, there you go.
The older event. And the next couple of days, our tee times will be right around 10 o'clock. We look forward to a fantastic weekend.
Outstanding. Lastly, talk about for people that are listening that say, you know what, I really enjoy what you guys are doing, and we want to be a part of it. We want to volunteer, come out and support.
Yeah, so we've got over 650 community volunteers. We couldn't do this event without them.
Right.
And we are full for this year, thankfully.
That's good. That's
we
a good
appreciate
problem to have
that.
right there, man.
And we open up registration the Monday after the Masters every year.
Okay.
So when people are thinking golf,
that's pretty simple right there, man.
The Monday after the Masters, 8 o'clock in the morning, you can start registering to help us volunteer and be part of this great community event. And next year, it's our 25th anniversary. So big things in the works.
Big things in the works.
Matter of fact, next year being your 25th anniversary, and